Yes, so now new topic. Did women have a revolution? Definitely. In the entire world, if you take any revolution, take an example where there is a woman who have participated 100%, there the society got a success. Now in the same way, in France, the woman participation was so important. So let's start with that. From the very beginning, women were active in participant in the events which brought about so many important changes in French society. They hoped that their involvement would pressurize the revolutionary government to introduce a new measure and improve their life. Most women belonged to the third estate and had to work for living. They worked as a seamstress and a laundress, means those who are cleaning the clothes and washing the clothes and ironing the clothes, that kind of work. Sold flowers, fruits, vegetables at the market and were employed as a domestic servant in houses of prosperous people. Most women did not have access to education or job training. Only daughters of a noble and wealthier member or the third estate could not wealthier member of a third estate could not study at a convent, after which their families arranged their marriage for them. As you know that in India also we have experienced these things. Working women had also to care for their families, that is to cook, fetch water, queue up for bread, and feed their children. Their wages were low than those of men. There was a gender discrimination. In order to discuss the voice of the interest of the women, started their own political clubs and newspaper. About 60 women club came up in a different French cities. The Society of Revolutionaries and Republican Women was the most famous of them. One of their main demand was that women enjoy the same political right as men. Women were disappointed that the Constitution 1719 reduced them as a passive, as we already discussed that women were considered as a passive citizen. The demand and the right to vote, to be elected the assembly, hold political office, only then they felt their interest be represented in a new government. So they want participation politically also. That's very correct. In the early years, the revolutionary government did introduce laws that helped to improve the lives of the women. Together with the creation of the state school, schooling was made compulsory for all the girls. Their father could no longer force them to marriage against their will. Marriage was made on a contract entered in freely and registered under civil law. Divorce was made legal and could be applied for both men and women. Women could now train for job, could become artists and run small businesses. So women were becoming powerful, even and independent. Women's struggle for equal political rights, however, continued. During the reign of terror, the new government issued law ordering closure of women's club and banning their political activities. Many prominent women were arrested and the number of them executed. Executed means over here you can understand it's killing. Women movement for the voting of rights and equal wages continued through the next 200 years. See, 200 years women has fight. In many countries of the world, the fight for the vote was carried out through international suffrage movement during the 19th century and early 20th century. French women during the revolutionary year kept as alive as an inspiring memory. It was finally in 1946 that the women in France won the right to vote after a struggle of 200 years. So this is like too much. This is the power of women. The abolition of slavery. Now the new topic is abolition of slavery. Abolition means to remove, and slavery means a person who is serving without any payment, a kind of slavery. Now, abolition of slavery is very important topic in French Revolution. One of the most revolutionary reforms in Jacobin regime was the abolition of slavery in French colonies. The colonies in Caribbean, Martinique, Guadeloupe, and Saint Domingo were the important supplier of commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar, and coffee. So we will continue next time.